Welcome to Inland Empire Alive, bringing you issues, events, and perspectives from throughout San Bernardino and Riverside counties. I'm David Brady, and on today's program, I'll welcome Juanita Webster with the City of San Bernardino's Parks and Recreation Department to talk about its upcoming calendar of busy summer activities. That's today on Inland Empire Alive. Well, here to talk about all the wonderful summer activities planned in the city of San Bernardino is Juanita Webster with the San Bernardino Parks and Recreation Department. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell me about your role with Parks and Rec. What do you do for the city?
So I've been with Parks and Recreation for over 27 years. I've worked in all varieties of capacity from senior services to community recreation programs. My current role is in city events. I am currently the event supervisor.
What do you enjoy? I mean, for someone who has put that many years into this one...
I enjoy all aspects of recreation. It's about connecting with the community, about being out in nature, about having fun at work, about being able to be outside. So it's a lot of things for me. I enjoy all aspects of it.
How important is it in this city to prioritize giving residents places to go, things to do, activities?
So as a resident and raising my kids here and being very familiar with the community, it's the most important thing that we could provide as a city to this community. Open spaces, clean parks, great events, opportunities for community programming for families. That is absolutely very important.
And why are those things so important in making a community a great livable place? Why are those,
those are the things that you take to create and build community. You build community, but those ways by making it stronger. So I feel like if you have young families just starting out, that is a good way for them to learn how you should be able to go out to your local parks. There should be something going on there. The city where you live should be providing these recreation opportunities for all city residents through art, culture, physical fitness, wellness, whatever the case may be, aquatics, all type of things. All cities should offer those.
So in the nearly 3 decades that you've been with the city in this role, how has Parks and Recs evolved? How has the programs evolved?
So it has evolved a lot. I've watched kids come in from early childhood development programs, and I've watched them literally graduate from high school and come back and bring their kids back into our programs. I raised my son working in these programs. Now my grandkids come and attend these programs. So for me personally, it's about making it more than last time, better than before. It's always about taking that next step to be better, because you just never know what these families are going through, what their experiences are. If coming into one of my events or coming into one of our programs makes their day, then I feel like we did our job.
Well, you talked about making things better,
Yes.
That continuous improvement process. I know that the city recently held its 2nd annual festival.
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about, that event and where you want to take it in the future? Kind of what's the feedback you're getting? You've done 2 of them now.
We've done 2 of them.
What do you want to do in the future?
So I feel like this event has nothing but growth. It's going to continue to grow. It'll just come back bigger and better. The 2nd year we hosted 3 stages with over 30 performances. We have 5 villages, food village, community partner village, a kids zone with a whole carnival. So, and then we received a lot of community support and sponsorship. So it could just only get bigger.
And the goal is to make this an annual event.
The goal is to make this an annual event and possibly take it out into maybe from 1 day to a couple of days. We'll see.
When you think about planning events and planning a season, what goes into, the things you want people to take away from? Certainly you want things to be family friendly.
Absolutely.
Low cost, no cost.
Low cost, no cost, family friendly, engaging. We want to create community. We want to be able to provide opportunities for positive family interaction. We want to build connections with community as a department and amongst the community. So it's about creating these opportunities for all residents to come in and we all feel a sense of togetherness. So it's about building the community mostly.
What is the state of the venues and the facilities? Are you happy with what you've got? Are there things you would like to add, facilities you don't have?
We always could add more, and we always want the pie in the sky, but I think that we have some great facilities, and we have we hosted the festival at Lido Creek. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. The year before we hosted it at Secum, it was beautiful. So I think that we have a lot of projects coming along and our facilities are coming along. And I think that we have some great things going on in our city park.
Do these events showcase facilities and areas in the community that some people don't know about? Like if you don't spend your weekends out at these places, you may not be aware that there are these jewels, you know, right in your neighborhood.
Absolutely. And that was another reason with our festival being hosted at Lotto Creek. A lot of community, if you don't have kids that go to school there or you don't live right there in that neighborhood, when we said Lotto Creek, they thought it was like up in the mountain or something. And I'm thinking, no, right over there off of Mill Street. So when people came over and a lot of the vendors that hadn't been in the area before, they was a little shocked at how beautiful the park was. And we had a lot of the vendors and a lot of the community from other areas of the city saying, wow, I never even knew this park was right here. So it's about showcasing our local parks and facilities and making the community aware of them and what it is we do there, because there's also a community center that sits at the Lotto Creek Park. And the community center will be offering summer camp this summer. There's a splash pad there. There's open tennis courts and basketball courts. So all of our parks have these great amenities that the community, a lot of them are not even aware of. So we're able to highlight those as well. And there's like walking paths and exercise equipment. Some people don't even know that.
When we come back, we're going to talk with Juanita Webster about all the great things planned for this summer with Parks and Rec in the city of San Bernardino after these messages.
The City of San Bernardino has implemented a new low-cost sidewalk vending program in hopes of expanding opportunity for community members to start sidewalk vending safely and lawfully. We want everyone to have access to the economic benefits that sidewalk vending brings, but we want to make sure that our sidewalk vendors know the do's and don'ts when it comes to our city. We must make sure that vendors are keeping our residents safe by following general health and safety standards and by following all city rules. Like, did you know to legally sidewalk vend in the city of San Bernardino, you'll need a seller's permit? What about the $1 million general liability insurance that you are required to have? Don't let this scare you. When all is said and done, the cost of the annual permit will either be $64 or $154. We want to help in every way we can when it comes to vendors lawfully running and growing their small businesses. But those who operate without the proper permits can and will be cited. Citations can run anywhere from 100 to a misdemeanor, and repeated violations can result in the confiscation of items needed to sidewalk vend. We do not want this to be you. So, if you have any questions or concerns regarding the new sidewalk vending program, please call us at 909-384-5035, where staff will help you navigate your way to becoming a safe and permitted vendor in our city.
Well, here with me to talk about all of the great summer offerings in the city of San Bernardino is Juanita Webster with the city's Parks and Recreation Department. So let's talk about this summer. What are some of the things that people can look forward to in San Bernardino this summer?
So we'll be hosting our Sizzling Summer Nights, which is our summer concert series. It'll be 8 weeks, starting in the first week in June. The first concert is scheduled for June the 6th, and concerts will go through August the 1st, every Thursday night. Our concert series this year is going to have a little bit of a twist. We'll be doing live art in the park where community members will be invited to come over and join our paint and sips. That'll be taking place prior to the actual concerts. We'll also have tons of vendors out there and tons of activity for community members to come out and just have a good time prior to the show. We'll also at the same time be doing our Starlight Cinema Summer Movies in the Park series, which will be taking place 4 Fridays in June and July. And then we also have our Splash Cinema, where you can actually come to our local swimming pools at the Jerry Lewis Family Swim Center. They'll show one movie in June, one in July, and one in August, and you can actually view the movie from the water. It's amazing.
So you got movies in the park, movies in the pool, concerts in the park.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have tons of things going on this summer, and our community center programs will be offering summer camps. Summer camps will have a variety of theme weeks. They'll provide lunch and snacks, and they'll have a bunch of art activities, indoor, outdoor games, and water play. So we have tons of stuff going on all summer.
We should probably mention these are all family-friendly movies. These are all ages appropriate for all audiences.
Absolutely. All activities, Sizzling Summer Nights, Starlight Cinema, Splash Cinema, all family-friendly events. open to the public, all absolutely free with the exception of the entry fee for the swimming pool, and summer camps does have a fee.
And then can you give me a little bit of an idea of what type of music can people expect at the Sizzling Summer Nights concert? I know it's a variety of genres.
It's a variety of genres. We have some top 40 and like some funk, some traditional tribute bands. So for more information about the bands and what we have going on for the summer, you can go to sbcity.org/events, and that'll give you our whole list of concert dates along with the acts that are scheduled to perform. And we also will be hosting our Sizzling Summer Pride Night event, which will be in partnership with the Family Assist Program and the Rainbow Youth Pride Alliance, and that'll take place on June the 20th during summer concerts.
So I know that most of these events are free or nominal fee, like you mentioned at the swim center. What opportunities exist for sponsors to get involved with these events?
So we have opportunities for sponsors to assist with programming or different event elements. It just would depend on the sponsorship level. And for anybody that's interested in sponsoring any city events, you can reach out to recreation@sbcity.org to seek more information.
And these events take place all throughout the year. So we're not just talking about the summer. These are things you're
This
busy
is
all
just
year
summer.
round.
We're busy all year. We start in February with our newly added this year Lunar New Year celebration, and then we end with a Miracle on Court Street on December. So we have year-round events, seasonal events, holiday events. We do tons of things all year round.
And what about opportunities for volunteers? Do you need people to help out staging these events, put them on?
Absolutely. We use volunteers to assist with breakdown, setup, running of various booths and things like that. We have a very good volunteer base. I work with most of the local colleges, a lot of the local high schools and things like that. So we work with a lot of volunteers because it takes volunteer power to get a lot of this stuff done. We have staff. We have a lot of different program areas. Inside of Parks and Recreation, we have aquatics, and then we have athletics, and then we have community recreation, and we have city events. All those things tend to be going on constantly year round. So the event team is actually basically a couple of staff that is mostly volunteer based. So we love our volunteers. We thank them profusely for all they help, and we absolutely need them for everything.
How important is it to have that steady pool of volunteers to make a lineup like this work? Like you couldn't get it done with just staff.
No, we couldn't get it done with just staff, and to be able to create those connections with the community and be able to have those interactions with the younger people, actually all people, anybody interested in recreation, because a lot of times we get people that come that know nothing about it and then didn't even realize all this that it takes just to put on, say, an Easter egg hunt or a movie in the park. A lot of times people don't realize, we have to pull up with the truck and build this set, basically.
Run the generator, you got
all
the
those
cores
things,
and the porta potties and the trash cans.
All of those things, and it take people to do that. The thing that I love the most is how generous this community is with their time. They always are willing to come out and help. Inside of an event, they always want to know what's next. What are we doing next? Because they know it's always something, because we're always moving, we're always planning, we're always in project planning, we're always in event mode. So I love that about this community. They're always willing to come out and lend a hand.
Well, we love our friends from Parks and Recreation. We love having you on the program. So much happening in the city.
Absolutely.
Sizzling Summer Nights concert series at Roosevelt Bowl. All performances are free. Starlight Cinema, movies in the park, all movies are free. Splash Cinema, movies at the pool, small admission free at the Jerry Lewis Family Swim Center. To find out everything that's happening, you can go to sbcity.org/parks. On Facebook and Instagram, it's SB Parks and Rec. Juanita, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Visit iealive.com.